Okay, so this morning is crazy hair, crazy earrings. Look at these fun earrings. These are a gift from my daughter Mellissa. She saw these and thought of me. I don't know what that's saying when your daughter gives you big earrings that are tassels and you are 60 years old, but lots of fun. And I have my embroidered shirt on today. Love this shirt. I don't know who makes this. Not Johnny Was, but you know me, I'm all about embroidery. I'm just gonna ramble today and I'm going to bring you along thrifting with me, and then afterwards I'm gonna pick a few pieces and talk about why I picked them up. So hit that like and subscribe button and let's get on the road. Okay, so on this day I had a few minutes to run into Goodwill and I was kind of like in a funny mood and wanted to try to look for things that I don't normally look at, I'm gonna say. So here I'm looking at Falls Graph, which almost always I do pass up. But I figured that to further my knowledge, I would really try to zone in on things on the shelf that I might be overpassing or look at. When I start to get into a rhythm day after day with thrifting, I start to slow down and take a look at things closer than I am passing up. I never want to get into too comfortable a shopping place where I'm overlooking things that I might be able to make money on. But here, once again, looking at Falls Graph, I confirm my decision to not look at Falls Graph. This was a decanter that was interesting. I might have made a mistake in passing that by, but I kind of wasn't feeling it, so I kept going. On the bottom shelf, I'm spotting cut glass. I think these are crystal. I'm gonna call them maybe wine glasses or probably champagne for this shape. I did decide to put them back, but I'm glad I took a second look because clear glass is usually off my radar. But lately I've been looking at it, a little bit more, and I've been purchasing a little bit more clear glass. While it's not my favorite, I will continue to do so. This was a baggie for $3 of very interesting unmarked pottery cups and saucers. I did go ahead and put them back because I felt they'd be too hard to describe to bring in the buyer. I did take a second look at these bears. I was kind of hoping they were Ralph Lauren bears, but they weren't. Ralph Lauren bears can bring crazy high money. If you find t-shirts or pillows, any kind of linens with the Ralph Lauren polo bear, you want to go ahead and run a comp on those. I'm sure everybody knows that tip. This was a very odd, I'll call it box. Somebody had done an art or craft and tried their hand at broken tile pottery. I think this was just a contemporary piece. I was hoping it was something that would fit into an arts and craft decor. Living in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, I do find a lot of items that are used for merchandising. Sometimes I do pick them up and they do sell through. But unless it's something that I really feel like has a big enough following, I don't usually pick them up. Here I'm giving you a shot of the cart. I wound up throwing in a few things before I was able to turn on my phone to film. And here I put this in the cart, not to purchase, but I wanted to show this to you guys. Look at that face. It looks a little scary. So I don't wind up purchasing that lamp, but I did want to show it to you. I thought that was pretty different. seashells are something I do pick up, but when I find these bags of mixed seashells, I don't pick those up. What I do choose to purchase are very large seashells in very good condition. So if you find very large abalone shells or conch shells, you might want to purchase those. Here I'm looking at a Rooster Platter. I believe this was vintage, and I would have probably ran a comp on this, but it did have quite a big scratch right across the center rooster motif, so I put that back. This watercolor was interesting. I do look at things like this and take them out of the frames, but this one has brown dots, which I believe is called foxing. And foxing, I think, is caused by mold or iron contaminants in the paper. So when something has the little brown dots or spots called foxing, I don't pick those art prints up. I thought this hurricane lamp was interesting. Again, I did not pick that up. And here is a different version of a little single cup I'm trying not to pick up. Here I turned the corner and saw this tapestry. It's a hanging tapestry, and this, I believe, is willow tree. Willow tree are the little wood figurines that people collect. This is Angel of Mine. I didn't know they made tapestries, so I wanted to take a look, and truthfully, I forgot to run a comp on this. I did put it in my cart for a little while and somehow put this back. That might have been a mistake, so even if that's gone, I will still run a comp to see how those do, in case I find one in the future. I'm sure it's probably gone by now. Always looking in flatware chests or silverware chests to see if there's anything inside. This vintage ceramic, I'm going to call her a molded Victorian lady. I believe she's used for luncheons where her skirt has slits and paper napkins are put in it for the guests to take a napkin. So she's a napkin dispenser. And she did not bring high money, but I thought she was pretty cool and I took a look at her. I always take time to look at prints or artwork of Jesus, any kind of religious artwork. I do quite well with it if it's not a commonly printed image. So those I left behind, but I always look at religious icons, religious statues, prints, paintings. Here I was kind of hoping there were old photographs in that album. I do sell quite a bit of photographs. I look for interesting images of places, tourist attractions and people in everyday scenes. Here we are going down the blue aisle. This is a piece of art pottery, and it had a little tag in it. This is Mustard Seed Communities. I believe it is a company that helps impoverished people. I could be wrong about that. And you can see somebody made this piece. I'll have to go back and look at Mustard Seed as a company to see what their mission statement is. Lately, I've been trying to give more attention to Asian ceramics. For a while, I've been passing them up because I've kind of learned to spot the ones that are readily available, very commonly made. But I figured it was time to re-hone my skills with that So I am looking at all Asian pottery to make sure I'm not passing something up. Here was a wonderful photograph, I believe this was, of this fish. I almost purchased this for my house, and the frame was a pretty nice frame, but I'm trying not to get into the habit of just picking up a bunch of stuff for my personal use. It was just a little collectible in the box, and as I went along, there were quite a few of them. Here is an item of great interest. Well, not the never stand up again, although that is of interest to me. I would like to never stand up again. Just kidding. Here I'm looking at a push-button vintage phone. Now, while beige doesn't bring high money in the desk phones, I do say yes to blue, red, or orange phones when I find them. If you find the desk phones that also double as a wall phone, those can bring very good money when they're in the colors I just mentioned. But I leave the beige ones behind. Here I'm looking at a little vegetable printed jar or pot. I thought this might be Marjolaine Baston, who produced for Hallmark, but I don't believe that was. Sometimes I pick up Marjolaine Baston. She still has a following. This item was cool. This is a Whirl Away vintage airway insector. This is for spraying pesticide in a garden. Now, while these don't bring a lot of money, I think probably around the $9 mark, I always think finding vintage things like that is very cool. This green glass set, I'm thinking if the tops would have been in better condition. I think that metal is zinc. I'm not sure about that, and the salt has corroded it. But if there was a salt and a pepper and the tops were in good shape, I would have taken that set. Green glass does well for me. Here I'm finding another green glass. I'm going to call this a candy jar. And I went ahead and picked this up knowing it would not bring a high dollar, but I made a mistake on this piece. I did not see that the lid underneath was cracked right there. You guys probably caught that. And I put this in my cart only to get home and find out it did have a crack underneath. Now, right now, Goodwill is not taking returns, so I went ahead and listed that. But if they start taking returns again, I will ask them to return that and I will unlist it. But for now, it's listed in my store. This dish here, I think, is for shrimp, maybe. This I found interesting with the rib design. You could see how quickly I put things back. I really don't want to do clear glass, but I'm kind of glad I went down the aisle. Like I said, I never want to become complacent about what I look for. So it doesn't kill me to go down the clear glass aisle once in a while. This boot holder, it was an advertising piece. That might have been a mistake that I didn't pick that up. This Italian liqueur bottle is very interesting. And the name is Solaro. Solaro bottles don't bring a lot. I believe the $10 mark that probably would have brought. A Hershey's Kiss candy jar. Those are quite plentiful in my area because we have Hershey. Hershey, Pennsylvania is not that far from me. This is a citrus juicer. I looked at it because I would like to think I have time in my life to make fresh orange juice, but I don't. But if I did have time, that is something I would want to do. I love fresh orange juice. A lot of clear glass, pressed glass. Now these little juice glasses caught my attention. I was hoping that they would be marked Italy or Spain on the bottom, but I really liked these and there were quite a few of them. So I do go ahead and put those in my cart. I believe the tag says 6 of them I got for $3. So that's 50 cents a glass, and they're not that big, so they don't make it too hard to ship. As you can see, my cart is filling up, and I will do a haul to show you guys what I said yes to. This decanter was beautiful. I think this was crystal. I would have taken this, but it had no top. I have seen this in people's houses, and when the top is missing, they put a clear ball, a glass ball, or they put a wood ball on top. But I don't know that that will stop the liqueur inside from not being airtight, so I did not pick that decanter up. This vase caught my attention, the hobnail. It was pressed glass, which you can tell by the seam in the side of the vase when something is a molded piece. Here is a set of the Libby Silverleaf glasses. Again, I think these are so saturated that I don't pick those up, and I really didn't want to ship that many glasses of Silverleaf for not a high profit. Leave a comment down below if you sell a lot of clear glass and you do quite well. Let us know what you're finding and, how you do with it. It's another hobnail piece. Now that I've recognized this, I'm going to start seeing this everywhere. I really liked this little vase. I thought this was very unique. I was hoping it would have a sticker on the bottom. It actually was formed to have a rock to it. So I was like, why would somebody want a little vase that rocks? I didn't know if this was really a part of something else and the rest of it was missing. I didn't know what I was looking at here, but really nice quality. I'm always attracted to little snack trays, individual serving, platters. But I didn't pick that up. And this was the last aisle that I went down. Because I was looking at clear glass, I turned the corner and saw these right away. These were made of glass. And I would have picked these up. Now, I'm not saying these are vintage. This is contemporary. You can tell by the cording and the plug. But I thought these were quite beautiful. But when I inspected them closer, a lot of the little square glass pieces had chipping and cracking, so I left them behind. So that was my shop with me for today. I hope it was a little bit interesting for you guys. And now I will show you a little haul with a few pieces of what I did put in my cart before I started filming. Okay, so now I'm just going to show you a few things that I found in the store and tell you even if I know what they are. I did break my rule of not buying clear glass. I went down the clear glass aisle. There were a lot of interesting things, and I even wanted to pick up more than what I did pick up. Maybe I'm getting used to selling glass. I'll never get used to it. Glass is my number one thing. That and electronics that I really don't like buying and shipping. But I found a couple of cool pieces. I want to show them to you. And if you are a big clear glass seller, meaning you pick up a lot of crystal and a lot of, we're not talking about like Baccarat, we're not talking like Liqueur, we're talking about regular clear glass items. And if you're doing well, I want to hear it. I want to know all about it. But let's get started. I will show you the few things I picked up. There's some other stuff in this haul too. It's just going to be a mini haul just so I can add to the shop with me video. And let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I found on the clear glass aisle were these 3 glasses. They were taped together. This one still has tape on. And they are a painted, it's not frosted, it's a clear glass, but it's wavy glass. When you see glass that's wavy, and wavy by, did you ever see an old house and you look at the windows and the windows aren't perfectly clear? I want to say they're clear glass, but there's like a wave to the what you're looking through. That's old glass, and that's what these glasses seemed like to me. So my guess, there's no markings, are juice glasses from Italy. I just made all of that up, but that's what they speak to me. So I only found 3 of them taped together, and the white painting is raised. So I think these were painted from the beginning, from the time of manufacture. And they do have a wave to the glass, really pretty. So I said yes to these 3. I paid $2 for the 3. Also on that same aisle, the clear glass aisle, you'll see it in the video, I found these, Senate of Pennsylvania. Yes, please. And they have the crest on it, really beautiful. 2, I'm gonna call it horses, prancing horses on their back legs. And the Senate of Pennsylvania. Anytime I find glasses from like the state capitol building or, anything to do with politics, recently I sold glasses from the stock market. Yes, yes, yes. I got 14 of these. 14. Did I say 14? I got 14 of these. I could not believe it, for $6. Great find. So I got this shape and I got a little bit of a slimmer shape. I should have pulled it out, but I didn't take time. I just wanted to quickly do this haul, and just beautiful. Yes, yes, very happy with those. And the third set of glasses, I believe I got 8 of these. These look like Italian juice glasses to me. Where I'm getting the Italian from today. Something in this haul must have Italy on the bottom, and I feel like Italian people just donated their whole kitchen. But I really do. I think these are like Spanish or Italian with the fruit. Really pretty. So I said yes to these, and that actually looks like a dead bug in it. I'm gonna have to wash these out. So they are vintage, vintage bug inside. Okay, so I can't remember, did I get 6 of these or 8 of these? I'm gonna say 6 of these. I'll have to check. And paid a couple of dollars. We'll just say that. Next up, I found this dish. So I think it goes that way. Kind of looks like a fish. Right? If you see it from the back, definitely a fish. And I don't think it's an ashtray. Oh, it actually has sea life on it. What a boob I am. So what would this be for? Just a little trinket dish? And it says something on the back. Number 391, made in USA. Treasure something. Treasure Craft. Treasure Craft made this. I don't think I've ever found Treasure Craft. Yes, please. I love this. I thought that was really good. What did I pay for this? $4. I found this one in Goodwill. Okay, next up, I'm going to show you a really odd item, and even odd for me. Let's look at this together. Okay, so I found this jug. I thought this was really good. Now this could be just like an artist piece. I don't think it is though. How great is this? And I turned it over, and this is what the bottom looks like. So it could just be made for, the general market. Does Italy have home goods? Is there an Italy home goods? I'm not sure, but I thought this was really good. Makes a jug sound. It's definitely pottery, and I just thought this was really great. I'm gonna have fun going down a rabbit hole and researching this. So I said yes to this fish Italian jug. All right, I'm only going to show 2 more things because my cart was loaded, and I will do a complete haul, but I figured instead of just giving you guys, looking at aisles with me and giving you a voiceover, that I would jump on just to show you a couple of things I found. Next up, I love embroidery, so I picked up these jeans. How great are these? So they are destroyed, shredded, distressed. I use all of those keywords in my title. Whenever there's this amount of like shredding going on, I always put shredded in my title for jeans or any clothing. and they are Abercrombie and Fitch. They are the Signature Collection. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I wish they were my size, way too tiny. So I said yes to that. I paid $6.50 for these. And the last item I was just talking about in my prior video with men's cargo shorts. And this was the exact example I wanted to show you guys. So I'm going to stand back so you can see what I'm talking about. See these shorts? I say yes to these all day long. These are Polo Jeans. It's Ralph Lauren, size 40, which is great. They're a men's cargo short. And I love them because they're a heavier weight, kind of surplus pockets, if that makes sense. And on one of the pockets, a big logo. Everything going for it with this. The color, the style, the quality, the size, yeah, the look. So what did I pay for these? I believe I paid $4.50 for these. I'm expecting these will bring at least $45. Men love heavyweight cargo shorts as long as they're good quality. That's what I'm saying from my buying. I'm not telling you to go out and buy a million pairs of cargo shorts. I'm just saying that out of all the shorts for men, out of all the men's shorts that I sell, cargo shorts are the number one. And most times I'm getting above 25, sometimes close to the $40 mark. Okay, so that was just me jumping on today. I was up at 3:30. I made 2 prior videos. I shipped out. I ran to 2 thrift stores. Then I went to Office Max, picked up 9 rolls of bubble wrap, came home, got ready. I did a Zoom call with eBay headquarters. What else did I do? I'm ready to fall down. I'm just making this quick little video, and hopefully I will get my listings on. They're waiting by my desk. So I just wanted to jump on and say hi to you guys and put this video out. I hope you enjoy the thrift with me. This store was pretty cool today. We had some good stuff. Hit that like and subscribe button and go out and get what's yours.